Hello, good morning, everybody. Today is May 30, and we are on our channel, which is inspirational and relationship, where we talking about all kind of relationship. We're talking about all kind of inspirational thought, idea that can motivate you to go about life and doing great things. Um, I want to talk today about the subject of why most people fail to do something big. Personally, I believe that everybody can have something to do in life. Unfortunately, you have people who born with a disease, and you have people who get caught up in an accident and they cannot do, they get paralyzed. People get handicapped and they cannot accomplish anything by themselves. This is the reality of life. It doesn't mean that those people doesn't have something to do in life, but it's like that life hasn't been fair to them, and life is not fair. And sometimes those circumstances help you to realize how important you have to take into consideration the things that you have to bring in life, because it might be that the things that you will bring to life is to help those people overcome their handicap, overcome their situation, because everybody has a personal experience. Let's say that you might have a little brother who cannot walk, and that situation can inspire you to become a doctor and to help other people. That situation can serve like your focus, your inspiration, your motivation, your purpose in life to do something great. That's why everything that's happening around us, especially in our generation, give us a sense of purpose, give us a motivation to go after something. And that's why things might be sad when you see those things, but in reality, they have their place in the world, because we need everything. Because we are human, we experience all kind of situation, and you cannot, and we don't have the technology or the knowledge so far to overcome those situations. Maybe one day. That's why I want to talk about why most people fail to do something big. Um, like I said, in order to have something you want to accomplish in life, he gotta come. This thing has to come from your experience. In order for Tesla company, if I take a situation that is currently, that means the life experience of the owner of that company made him come up with that company. The life experience of Steve Jobs made him come up with Apple. So, and they realize that they have that things to accomplish in life, and they let something behind for the world to be a better place. So I think that everybody has that thing in them, but not everybody gonna realize that big purpose they have. Sometimes people, one of the things that I think that can help um, people to not fail to the big dreams is to keep the dreams become bigger. I think that a dream, a big purpose, a big dream that you have in life, he has to be something that is bigger than you. Because if you have something that you want to accomplish and that thing is not bigger than you, I don't think you're gonna really go after it. You have to have a plan that's bigger than you. That's you need a lot of people to put together. That's gonna motivate you. I think one of the things to not fail to a dreams is to and to have something that's bigger than you, and that's gonna help you to look to other people. Because whatever big you have to accomplish in life, you cannot do it by yourself. You need other people around you, and you need a lot of people. And in order to have a lot of people to trust and to think that these things is possible, because you have the dream, but you cannot convince other people that it's important, that they are called to be part of that plan, you're not gonna be able to accomplish it. So you have to be somebody that can drive people. You have somebody that can motivate people to think that they can accomplish great things. That's one part that's really important in life. In order to accomplish a big things, you have to have that skill. And you don't need to be born with that skill. There's nothing, I know there's a lot of things you can be born with it, but you don't need to be born with that. You have to learn it. You have to learn to connect to people. You have to learn to convince, being convincing. You have to read. I always think that people who accomplish great things, especially in this new world, has to be something that's smart. When I say smart, I'm not thinking about somebody who has a PhD. I'm talking about that something that can read something and put it in practice. For me, smart or being intelligent means somebody who can apply things in the environment, in the reality. Not something that you have a lot of theories in your mind and you come up with a lot of theory, but you cannot put it in practice. I think that smart people are people who can come up with idea and make people drive people to go after the same thing that they need, they want to accomplish, and they make them believe that it is possible. That for me is the first thing that you need to accomplish a great thing, is to be able to drive people, to connect people together, to make people believe in the things that you want to accomplish. Sometimes and always, when you have a big plan, you have to start alone. Because you have to show people that you believe in the things that you say, so people can work with it. Because believe is not saying, believe is doing. When you believe, you do. If you believe that you can make a car fly, you have to start. To start building, taking material. Start put together things. When people ask you, what are you doing? You say, I'm trying to make a car fly. So other people are gonna say, oh, okay. I'm gonna part of that thing. I wanna see that. So, and one of the things that I think gonna help a big dream is go outside of the field that you wanna accomplish. Sometimes most of the time, you don't have the means to go after your big dreams, the big purpose that you have, the big plan that you have. You have to do something else before. You have to start something else. And that something else gonna give you the credibility, the recognition that you need so you can start that one. So in order for people to trust that you can do that one, this thing, you have to go after that thing. So if you can succeed here, if you can come up with somebody here, something here, now your knowledge, you're gonna make people trust you that you cannot go over. That's really one of the aspects that you have to expand your knowledge. That's what I mean. I mean, you have to expand your knowledge. Expand your knowledge beyond the sphere of things that you want to accomplish. That's going to help you realize great things. And one of the other things that I think is really important, expand your plan. Expand your plan. When you have a dream, don't dream only about the things. See, like in economics, they talk about some like a vertical company. Vertical company is like let's say McDonald. McDonald is a vertical company. That means they have the farm. They have the product that they have. They have a company that produce. They have farm company that produce most of the things that they use in the company. That means you have from the ground to the top, they have a vertical plane. So in order to accomplish something great, you have to see that things in a vertical way. That means you go after the farm. If you are in the business of fast food, you have to have a farm that produce all the material you're gonna need to produce the fast food. That's a vertical plane. In order to accomplish big things, if you want to accomplish some things in the other sphere, you have to see it vertically from the ground to the top. That means you cover all the production chain. That's the better way. Now you learn all the production chain. If you cannot learn all the production chain, you're gonna have a better understanding of the product, and you're gonna come up with other ideas that are more effective. You're gonna be able to expand your plan, which is really important, and you're gonna need to read more or learn more. Maybe you need a tutor, somebody that can be a private teacher that come and give you. You're gonna need a lot of counselor on different field to make you understand business, understand production, understand international commerce, understand international business. That way, you're gonna go for a great. But all of these things cannot be accomplished if you don't see what do I need. Like, what do I need as a background? Let's say you want to go to car industry, but you go to college and you go to college and you go to study psychology. If you have dreams of a car company, you cannot go to to the university and study psychology. Because psychology is another field. You have to go to the STEM field. Okay? So when you go to the STEM field, you're gonna know everything about aerodynamic, everything about physics, mathematics, science, technology. You know, you need science, technology, mathematics. That's the field that you need to go if you have a big plan to build a car company. Let's say that you are in Congo, Republic of Congo, or you are in uh, Ivory Coast, and you say that I want to be the first person that's gonna build a car company in my country, or maybe a second car company. You cannot say, "Oh, I have to go to university, but I'm gonna study psychology." No, you cannot study psychology and expect to build a car company. Those things are not matching. You have to go to the STEM field. The STEM field is science, technology, mathematics, those fields. That's gonna give you the knowledge, the basic knowledge to go after your dream, your big dream. So that's mean plan for the future. And after you plan, you have to have goal. Yearly goal, monthly goal, yearly goal, and monthly goal. Because if you have a plan and you don't have a goal for those plans, the plan will be only on the paper. Because, and you're gonna waste time as well. I think one of the video I talk about wasting time. In order for you to not wasting your time, you need to have goal. Why you need goal? You need goal because without goal, you're gonna start doing other things that not related to what you want to do. Yeah, you need to have goal. The purpose of having goal is to know that this year this is what I have to accomplish. This year that what I have to accomplish. This year this is what I have to accomplish. And goal will give you everything that you need to go after. And it's like you monitor your time, you monitor your year. You see, okay, every time you check, if you have 10 steps in your goal, so you know that you have to go over them. That's really important. Other things you need is prioritize. Okay, having goal is good, but you have to prioritize. Why do you need to prioritize? Prioritize is important because when you go after something in life, there's gonna be all the things that want your time. There's gonna be a lot of things that want your time, and there's gonna be family, there's gonna be children if you have children, there's gonna be friends, there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna want your time, and you don't have all the time. You have a plan, and you have to prioritize because you need time to play, you need time to enjoy, you need time to spend with your family, but you cannot do everything. And you need the majority of your time is gonna be to focus on your goal. on your plane, your plane for the future. So you have to prioritize. You have to prioritize what's gonna part of the time, my time gonna keep for my family, part of my time to enjoy life, going out and playing, because you have to avoid to the burnout. You have to avoid to be burnout. This is something that happens a lot, and a lot of people regret because they burn out. They work too much. So usually I heard that people will realize great things in life. They spend a lot of time at work. Sometimes they spend 16 hours working on their plane. So you have to spend time to work on your plane. And sometimes there's a period of time you have to cancel everything to work on that plane. Maybe sometimes you need 3 months to focus. After 3 months, you're gonna take 1 month and enjoy to relax your brain, because you cannot focus all the time. You're gonna burn out. And I saw that at work, because a lot of people come. If you are an immigrant, you come to the United States. There's a lot of people who come here as immigrant, because I'm an immigrant in the United States, and they start working, and they enjoy working. They enjoy making money, and because they see that they are making money and they feel that they do multiple jobs. And when they start doing multiple jobs, working 1 job, 2 jobs, and they say, "Oh, I need more money because I have that plan that I always have, and I want to accomplish that plan." So they start a 3rd job. There are people who are doing 3 jobs. But this is and those people at a certain time they become burnout. They burn out, and they start develop a lot of disease, because they don't know how to the body function. And the fact that they don't know how the body function, they destroy the body, and you have only one body. And if you destroy the body, there's nowhere you're gonna go. You have to leave the earth, because you need your body to stay on the earth. So that's why you need to avoid to be burnout. And we lost a lot of people when they first came in this country. Families, yeah, they destroyed the body, because they were after money instead of working smart. Because sometimes people don't trust people to delegate things. Sometimes they don't trust people to, instead of going after work, the time that you can do a second job, go to school and learn something. So the thing that you learn now gonna give you're gonna need 1 job, because the thing that you learn gonna cover for 3 jobs. So instead of destroy your body, you can take the time that you think you can need to go to a second job. You take that time and you study. And you study something. That thing that you study gonna give you more money, and there's no need of a second job or 3rd job, because you make enough of money to take care of all the plan that you have in your head. So that's the smart way to go after life. It's like when you have a big dream, you might need to make you might need to do something else. You still have the plan, but you have to do something else, because you need money to start everything you wanna start. And nobody gonna trust you at first, because you have to prove that you think that you say you wanna do, that you believe in it. In order to, you have to put your money where your mouth is. So most of the time, people don't take the smart way; they take the bad way, and they messed up with their life, they messed up with their health, and they start developing all kind of sickness, and they don't know what happened to them, and they have brain damage in all kind of situations. So that's why you need to have a prioritize your time, prioritize, because when you have priority, you avoid a lot of headache. You avoid a lot of situation that you don't need, and you need as well discipline. So discipline is a consequence of priority. When you have priority, you're gonna have discipline automatically. When you prioritize your everything, you're gonna have discipline, because you're not gonna go over your plan to please somebody. Because I think I talk about a little bit how people on one of our video, how people don't know how to stand up for themselves. So, which is a really bad situation when you cannot stand for yourself, because discipline, prioritize your time, and having discipline gonna help you to stand for yourself. And when you stand for yourself, it's because you stand for something that is bigger than you, or bigger, more important, we got more value. And that's what we talk about. That's the big things that you want to accomplish in life, is like a purpose. Or let's say that you want to open, some people have planned to open orphanage in the country, orphanage, because they think that they can take care of children. So you can build a social organizations that take care of children and going after people, helping you, giving you money. But people, before they start giving you money for your orphanage, they wanna see what you're doing first. Do you have money to put in first? Because when you start the orphanage by yourself, and other people see that you already start the thing, or you might want to start the orphanage, but you're not go directly to that, and you do something else, and you put your money, and you're gonna see that when you start your orphanage by yourself, you're gonna see people coming and say, "Oh, I wanna be part of that idea. I want to be part of that orphanage. I want to have little children to go to school. If you want to open a program to send children to school." Sometimes big NGO, they have bigger plan. They don't really focus on little things. They focus on big plan, and they're not from the community where you part. They don't know the reality, and you know the reality of your country or the place where you're, the community, and you know what exactly can be done. So you have to start yourself, and when you start your plan, and you're gonna see people are now gonna trust you and say, "Oh, I want to put my money into that program, because that program is really a good program." So whenever you have a big plan, you have to have a discipline to make it. And sometimes when you first start a company, let's say your plan is to start a company, and when you first start a company, you might not be able to cover, be profitable. Your company may not be profitable, but if you don't have discipline, you're gonna be bankrupt. So you're gonna do things that you should not do. So because you have to make the business mature, make the business maturing, you have to make sure that the business has a ground in the community, that people know the business, like all of that things. So those things take time, and if you're gonna reach those years of trust in your community, you need to be disciplined, because there's a time when the company gonna be really on the bridge of being collapsed, So you need to have discipline to stand until you get your ground, your feet, the ground on that community where everybody gonna trust you and give you business and doing business with you. That's why it's really important discipline. Other things which is important when you wanna accomplish great things and not fail is to read anything. Read a lot. Reading is really important um, because you don't need to repeat the mistake that other people has done. If you if there's a good book that has been written about a subject, so there's no need to go over the same mistake. That's why you need to read a lot, because reading gonna help you not repeat the same mistake somebody has done previously. So it's really important that you work. You work while you're working. You're reading. You read book about the subject. You read book about the things that you want to accomplish. And if you need to go to seminar, you go to seminar. You take a lot of seminar about the things, or you get connection, or you got counselors. You got people that counsel you. You got a business counselor. You got, I don't know, whatever discipline you are, you need counselor. You need people who know it. You need people who are already working with different company in that sector, so you can be ready for the what to do. So you can accumulate a lot of knowledge, and those knowledge gonna help you to succeed. So I think that those things that I mentioned are things that you can do to not fail when you have a big project. A big project, you need to expand your project, your vision, because everything starts with a vision. So vision, everything has vision. You might be in a place where you don't believe that your vision can be accomplished anymore, because you see so many hindrance. But if you persevere, you're gonna see that your vision can become a great vision. So everything starts with your vision. You start with your vision gonna give you purpose, because you have to envision where you wanna be. So you're gonna say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I feel that I'm called to do. And sometimes you may not have one thing that you wanna do. Sometimes people, you not really have one thing you can do or you are calling to do. There's multiple things you are calling to do in life, right? But there's a main thing that's gonna take your focus. There's a main thing that you're gonna focus on, and that's what we are talking about. We are talking the main things that you're gonna focus on, because you think that these things, even though there's a lot of things you wanna do, but this one you wanna put all your effort to it, to make it accomplished, to make it become reality. So there's a lot of great people in the world. We got Steve Jobs. We got Bill Gates. We got Elon Musk. We got to name a few. So those you got Jeff Bezos with Amazon. So those people start you got Apple with Steve Jobs. Those people start really, really small. So other things about not why most people fail to do something big. Sometimes people fail to do something big is because they don't want to start small. They think that if they start small, they're not gonna make it. It's like, oh, how long gonna take you to accomplish? I don't know, maybe for another time, but nowadays it's really easy to make your everything that you want to do known, and people are willing to take a lot of risk because we have a world where we have seen a lot of things that small. The fact that a lot of big company that we see today, like global company, start small, give you hope that whatever you have that is small can become big. So you don't be afraid to see your plan start small. Don't be afraid to see your things, whatever you want to accomplish, start small, and don't be afraid to start it as well. Sometimes I remember there's a quote from Albert Einstein. He say, "If you fail when you start again, you not start at the same place when you start the first time, because next time you're gonna start at the place of experience." So you might have a plan and you you don't have you wanna start it and you start it and it's not working. So, but you learn something. Even though you started and it's not working, you learn something. And the fact that you learn something, when you're gonna start over, you're gonna not start at the same place when you start first because you already know. Okay, where do I fail? What do I do wrong? Where do I what I shouldn't do I did. So you learn something new, and you know that there's a there is a right way to do things now, and you're gonna ask question. When you ask question, you're gonna start answer question, or sometimes you may not having all the answer, but you're gonna. That's why you need an expert to come. Somebody come and say, okay, this is what I wanna do. This is where I am. Okay, what do I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What can I do next time if I wanna? Do I need more money? If I need more money, what should I do to have more money? What should I do to attract investors or people wanna start wanna go with a startup? Because not every investor gonna put the money in a startup, so you have to know. That's why before you go over a big plan, you have to know everything about investment, how investment work. Sometimes people start a business, but they don't know how to maintain the business. That's another way as well. So before you go after a big plan, you have to know how the stock market work, how to have IPO, how to have an IPO, how to make my to make my company public. So all of the things that you need to know to put your company public. What the minimum investor do you need for a private company? What all of the things before your company go public. So you have to really know a lot of things. You may not be an expert, but you need to know everything that's related to your business. And when you finally get the business go, so you need to know how to maintain the business. Sometimes most of the people that start with you, you may need to grow with them. That means make training for them. Sometimes you need to hire more knowledgeable people. You hire more knowledgeable people, so those people can make you and make the company stand. And that's why you don't be afraid to spend money on counselors. Sometimes people say, man, this is one of the aspects of a company that take a lot of money is counselors, lawyers, counselors. So trainers, you have to have trainers, people who are coming to train or employee for you. Yeah, HR department, those things take a lot of money outside of all the material that you need to make the business work. So you're not to be afraid of the money that you're gonna spend on those aspects because they are the backbone of the company. They're gonna help you to stay on the top of your game. So knowledge about business is really important, and I think that unfortunately we don't teach about money at school. This is really, really, really a bad thing. I remember I heard somebody say that he never heard about credit at school. I mean, he never understand how credit work when he was at school because there's no such things. You don't have any class about credit. And in United States, credit is part of everything. Everything in United States is function with credit. Everything in United States you need credit. Everything need credit. Of course you can use cash, but if you're gonna rent an apartment, so they're gonna check to see if you have good credit because a good credit is a way to say that you are reliable. So the credit system in United States is like a guarantee. It serves you as a guarantee or guarantor. Whenever you're gonna buy a house, they're gonna see if you have good standing with the credit bureau. Why? Because your credit uh, is is a guarantor for you. He's gonna say if you are reliable, if you are somebody who you can trust with the money that they're gonna give you to buy the house or the apartment, if you're gonna be responsible to pay the apartment every month. So the credit is important. In United States, credit is important. You're gonna buy a car. If you're not buying a car cash, so and most people don't buy a car cash, they just buy it under credit. They buy it under credit. Your credit worthiness gonna say if I can give you that car for for 40, 20, 200 or 300 or 400 or 600 every month because your credit is important. So when you have um, when you are going to school, there's a lot of things you're not gonna know at school, but you need it to start building a company. So in order to accomplish great things in life, you not to fail. And the question is, why must people fail to do something big? Failure is ignorance. When you fail, it's because you don't know something you should know, or because you don't take into consideration something you should. So it's lead to failure. So failure is not a it's not really a bad thing when you fail because uh, before a child walk, he has to fall. So you just learn something else. When you fail, you learn something else, or you learn a lot of things that you didn't know first. So sometimes people fail not because they fail to do, because they are afraid of failing. So if you are afraid of failure, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail anyway, because you're not gonna see where your weakness are. So that's why it is important that you learn about a lot of things, because I'm convinced that big dreams fail because of lack of knowledge. Because of lack of knowledge, sometimes you have money, but you don't have the knowledge of people knowledge. Because you need to be able to be a leader to make things work. I think that leadership it's encompass a lot of things, but I think leadership is really important about succeed and the big plan, the big dreams, the big things you want to accomplish in life. You need to learn about leadership, and I think we're gonna cover in different video a lot of things that I'm talking now. We're gonna cover them: how to be responsible with your money, how to spend your money smartly, how to save. Even though it's not a business channel, but we're gonna cover a little bit about what you can do, because we all have a lot of great things we want to accomplish. Around us in our community, we see things that we don't want to, we want to change. We want to change, and you feel the need to do something. Sometimes some people they think everything they see, they think that the government should do something. Oh, that's the government thing. That's the government things to do. And if you are somebody who think that the government should do everything. There's children not going to school, the government should do something. There's insecurity, the government should do something. There's no water, the government should do something. That's in. I know that for experience, because where I come from, people take everything in terms of government. That means they see the government do everything because they don't want to take responsibility. When you are somebody who don't wanna see the government, you're gonna put the blame on the government. Like I was talking about one of the video, we talk about playing the blame game, because the government is a bunch of people. The government is like a vehicle. So if the government is a vehicle, people drive the vehicle. The vehicle don't drive by himself. So the government is a vehicle, but the vehicle needs somebody to drive it. So you cannot expect the government to do everything, because when you say the government, you say somebody else, because the vehicle cannot start by itself. So somebody else has to do. That's blame game. You put everything on somebody else, because the government. When you say the government, you just blame somebody else. So when you see the government as a vehicle that has everybody, that's need a driver, and you understand that the driver is a human being like you. So if you can do something, you can do something too, because he's a human being. A human being has nothing more than a human being. The human being cannot be more than the human being, or he's an alien. He has to be a human being. If he's not a human being, he's an alien. And if he's not an alien, that means he has nothing more than you. So he's a human being. So you can put every responsibility on a human being. So the responsibility is something that has been shared. Share the responsibility, because the country is your country. The place is your place. It's not the place of the person who is under government, because the place is your place. So when you think that in terms of responsibility, that government is not responsible for everything. So you're not playing the blame game. So you start put people together and you start thinking big plan and you share your plan. That's another thing I want to talk about, big vision. When you have big vision, you have to have people you can trust to share the vision with. Because a lot of people have big vision and never realize the vision because they think that people are gonna think they're crazy. They're crazy. You have nothing. You have no money. And you wanna do that. You wanna do this. So they don't want people to think that they are crazy. But the thing is, if you are thinking about something that has never been done, why would you care somebody call you crazy? Because everything that they call you somebody crazy for now is become reality. When the white brother wanna fly they wanna fly a plane. People think that they are crazy. When the government they wanna make a submarine, people think that this thing cannot be. So to tell you that everything that you see now, people that start those things has been called crazy already. You're not the first one they're gonna call crazy. Why would you care? So that's another aspect that we cover about being able to stand for yourself. Because when you have a plan, you can talk to the wrong person. The wrong person gonna say, "Oh, you're crazy." Some people gonna say you're crazy, but I'm gonna go after that with you. Yeah, but you need those kind of people. You're gonna say, "Oh, I think that idea is crazy, man, but I wanna try it with you." So you're gonna need to say what kind of people that I wanna take that idea into. Some people stealing people idea as well. They stole people idea, so you're gonna avoid those people. But you're gonna need people who see beyond the thing that we have now currently. Yeah, because there's like you are not the only one that have big idea. You and you are not the first. So don't be afraid to share your idea with somebody because they might think that you are crazy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're not the first. So don't be afraid to focus on your idea and share it. And I think that life, you're gonna be one of the things that I think happen when you don't wanna accomplish what you wanna accomplish. You're gonna be frustrated. So in order to realize great thing, you have to think about the benefit of the things that you wanna do instead of the constraint. Or yeah, because when you see what you wanna do and you see what the impact the thing gonna have, you got more joy from the things than the constraints that you have or now. Because I don't think there's anything that's come without challenge. There's nothing come out without challenge. Everything come with his own challenge. Now go to school. School has his own challenge because you have to study. You have to wake up every morning. You have to be on time. You have to do your homework. Everything has its challenge. You have to force something to realize. You have to push for it. Everything you have to push for. To go to the university to get a degree, that's like a lot of, you have to read a lot, doing a lot of essay, do a lot of essay, doing a lot of homework, cope with a lot of people. People would you will not never cope with. So everything require a lot of push. You have to push for whatever you want to accomplish in life. You have to push for it. Your mother, in order to give you birth, she have to push you out. Yeah, she has to push. So you have to understand that nothing come without pushing. Push. You need a push. The plant, when you put the grain on the ground, the plant has to push the earth in order to get out. So you have to don't expect everything to be easy. Don't expect everybody to be okay with what you are doing. Or you're gonna say, oh, he don't know what he's saying. So one of the things that happen with big dreams is the environment. It's like a big dream is like a seed. When you have a seed, if you put the seed on a desert, you cannot the seed to be expanded. I look at Elon Musk. When I look at his vision, Elon Musk has multiple company. The people must know that he has a Tesla company, a car company, electronic car, and he got SpaceX, company that going to the moon, to the. So when I look at him, he was born in South Africa and immigrated to Canada, and from Canada he come to the United States of America. And when he come to United States of America, his dream come to life, because the environment depend on the dream that you have. The environment can be a factor, a big factor on your dream. Because I was asking myself, can South America help him build that company? I don't know. Can Canada help him build the company? Because he got the Tesla company in Asia, in China. He got it in Europe, in Germany. He got it in America. And now we plan to have it in South America, with Brazil. So, but it has to have the environment. The environment. Not always you need the environment to have your plan executed. But there's certain plan that you have. The environment is really important. Environment. So don't be afraid to leave the environment you are if the environment cannot help you accomplish your plan. That's not mean that, because the plan that you have is for the world. If you have a plan that's gonna help the world, like electronic cars, like SpaceX, company that we plan to go to Mars. So you have to have the environment for that. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna start. You have to start somewhere. You're gonna start. But I think that if really you wanna accomplish something, if your country is not the place for you to accomplish that plan, you have to learn English. Let's say that you are in a country where the language is not English, and you think that for that plane to realize you need to speak English, you have to go to English class, or you think that that plane, your country is not the place for that plane. So even though you wanna do the things you wanna do, let's say you are in Ivory Coast, for example, or Republic of Congo, you wanna build a car company. But in order for you to have the money, the resources to build a car company in your country, you need to get out of your country. Because you see your environment and you see that you have to leave that place in order to go to somewhere else, and that somewhere else gonna give you the condition to make the money that you need so you can go back to your country and build that company, to build that factories. Because a car company is a factory's car company. You need a lot of space. So what you gonna do? And you know you need to speak English. If you have to come to United States of America, why not? Why not? Learn English, go to school, learn English, go to English class, English club, learn English. Everybody gonna say, oh, now you wanna speak English, whatever. You don't care. You don't care because you stand for yourself. You stand for your plan. And you know that you have a plan and you wanna accomplish the plan. You don't care. So you say, what should I do to have a visa to come to the United States of America? What do I need to have a permanent permit in this country? You learn everything about that. And you say, okay, that's what I need to know. So you do everything you can. You learn everything you can. You see, where do my plan? How do I can go by to have the money to come back to my country and build a car company? To build a car company, I have to go outside of my country and learn. Like I said, a car company, you cannot study psychology and what to build a car company. You cannot study agronomy to build a car company. You have to go to a STEM field: science, technology, mathematics. You have to go to those, electronic and mathematics. You have to study those things that has to do with physics, that has to do with physics, where you can know what kind of material you need, what kind of engineer you need. You need to know those things. So in order to build your car company in your country, so you say, I have to get out of my country. So to get out of my country, which country gonna help me the best? It is Germany. Germany has the best car company in the world. It is Japan. Japanese. You need to go to Japan. You need, because they have the best car in the world too. Or you need to come to the United States because they have best car in the world too. So you can come in United States or Germany or in Japan. You learn Japanese, you learn German, or you learn English. And you come in one of these countries that are gonna give you the best shot at come up with your plan. You go to that place. And you stay there, and you go to university, you study, and you say, what should I do to have the money? I need the money to get back. Do I need to invent something? Yeah. If you need to create something in the internet, so you're gonna create something. That thing you're gonna create, like Elon Musk, you sell it for $40 billion, $50 billion, and you get back to your country and you start your car company. Right? Or before you start your car company, you're gonna start what do you call that? A gas company where you can sell gas because you need money. or you want to invest in stock market, you do. Or you want to invest in cryptocurrency, you do. Because you know this thing gonna give you money continually to put in your car company. So I hope that those of you who are watching that video gonna take um, those idea why most people fail to do something big. So I hope that those information help somebody, and if you plan to build something great, you're gonna take advantage of that video and you're gonna put it in practice. Well, everything is about practice. If you're just listening and you don't do anything with what you learn, it's gonna change anything. But if you put it in practice, you're gonna change a lot of things. So good luck.